Are continuing the chemical equilibrium. Now we will talk about Le Chatelier's principle. Le Chatelier's principle says the effect of temperature, pressure and concentration on any chemical equilibrium. Because of that, the chemical equilibrium will shift towards that side where the effect is being nullified or null and void. Is it? The effect of concentration, pressure and temperature which we are changing. Because of that, the equilibrium will shift towards that side where this effect is neutralized. Now we are talking about the effect of concentration. The effect of concentration. The reaction H2 plus I2 reversible to HI is going on normally. The reaction H2 plus I2 reversible to HI is going on normally. Suddenly we have changed the concentration of whether H2 or I2, anyone, not both. Earlier H2 was 1 mole, I2 was also 1 mole and 2 alpha, it is 0. Then alpha mole dissociated and 2 alpha is formed. This is the reaction. As we decreases the concentration of whether H2 or I2, you just write towards this side 1 minus alpha minus X. If we are decreasing the concentration of H2 or I2, the equilibrium reaction gets disturbed and value of Kc becomes less. To re-establish equilibrium and value of Kc, we have to move the equilibrium reaction towards the right side. Why right side? Because always equilibrium move towards those sides where the formation of product is more. That's why we will move towards the right side. Until and unless again the equilibrium and Kc become neutralized, till then the reaction will goes on right side. Now what we are doing? If we are decreasing the amount of HI, then what will happen? Then again same thing will happen. The equilibrium will move towards the right side because we have decreased and we have to form more and more HI. So we will move towards right side until and unless equilibrium and Kc is not being neutralized. This is the effect of concentration. So the most important theory is that reaction can be changed, but whatever theory I said about the effect of concentration will remain same. Only you can change the reaction. If you are adding something, if it is plus and if it is plus, then the equilibrium moves towards the left side. Right now they are minus. If they are being plus x or plus x, then the equilibrium moves towards the left side. Now effect of temperature. Temperature reaction in two ways. First is exothermic reaction, second is endothermic reaction. Exothermic reactions are those reactions where heat is evolved. Endothermic reactions are those reactions where heat is absorbed. Now first we will talk about exothermic reaction. We are taking example of ammonia N2 plus 3H2 reversible to NH3. It is releasing energy, that is why minus Q. The temperature T1 is a normal temperature. What we are doing? We are increasing the temperature from T1 to T2. T2 is a higher, T2 is greater than T1. As we are increasing the temperature, we know that gaseous molecule getting temperature start dissociating. So ammonia will get start dissociation and more N2 plus 3H2 will form. So the equilibrium shift towards the left side and it goes until and unless the effect is not being neutralized. Clear? Now we are coming effect of temperature on endothermic, but before it we will decrease the temperature first. Now earlier we increased the temperature in case of ammonia. Now we are decreasing the temperature T3. T3 is less than T1, means it is less than normal temperature. they were needed that we should reduce the temperature, and we have already supported them. So more and more nitrogen and hydrogen will combine and more ammonia will be formed. That's why the equilibrium will shift towards the right side till it is not being neutralized. What not being neutralized? Equilibrium and value of Kc. Now we will talk about endothermic reaction. N2 plus O2 2NO is the endothermic reaction where heat is being absorbed. In normal temperature, the reaction is going in a normal way. As we are increasing the temperature T2, they were needed temperature, we have given temperature. That's why the equilibrium will shift towards the right side and it goes until the neutralization is not occurring. If we are decreasing the temperature, means T3 is less than T1, it means we are going opposite to the reaction. So definitely 2NO will dissociate and it will form N2 plus O2. That's why the equilibrium will shift towards the left side and it will be goes till then it is not being neutralized. Clear? Now the effect of pressure. There is two type of effect. First, when the number of molecules of product is less than the reactant. In case of ammonia, reactant molecules are 4 and product molecule is 2. So what is the effect of pressure here? In normal pressure, and this will work only in gaseous reaction. In normal pressure, ammonia is being formed in a normal way. As we are increasing the pressure, as we are doing P2, which is greater than P1, then more and more nitrogen and hydrogen, as we are increasing the temperature pressure, gaseous molecule coming closer. More they are coming closer, more ammonia will form. That's why the equilibrium will shift towards the right side. Same opposite thing we had in case of decreasing the pressure. If we are doing P3, which is less than P1, so now we are decreasing the pressure. That's why whatever ammonia is formed is started being dissociating. N2 plus 3H2. That's why the equilibrium will move towards the left side, and until the normal position of neutralization is not happening, it will go on. One more reaction you can count, those reactions where the number of molecule is increased. That is your homework. PCl5 gives PCl3 plus Cl2. Here the number of molecules are increasing. What will be the effect of pressure occur here? Just opposite of it that you will do at home. Suppose in normal pressure the PCl5 reaction is going on in the normal way. As you are increasing the pressure, the equilibrium will shift towards the left side because more and more PCl5 will form. As you will decrease the pressure, the equilibrium shift towards the right side. More and more PCl3 and Cl2 will form. Now we will talk about the effect of catalyst over the equilibrium reaction. Catalyst never ever change the rate of equilibrium. Only it established equilibrium in a faster or slower ways. Okay. Catalysts never ever disturb equilibrium. Only they are stabilizing them before or earlier or later. That is the effect. How it is happening? Every molecule, every reactant molecule has its ground state energy. To complete the reaction, it acquires some energy, that is activation energy. As the activation energy and ground state energies becoming around threshold energy, they will convert themselves into the product. As we are adding positive catalyst, the activation energy is decreasing and reaction is taking place faster. As we are adding negative catalyst, the activation energy is increasing and the reaction is happening in a slower way. This is the effect of catalyst over the equilibrium. Clear?